What is going on? Movie Phantom here, and you know what? It's been 1 year. Can you believe that? 1 year. That's ridiculous. I mean, I can't even believe that. Hey, I figured, honestly, like, I quit a lot of things. Like, every time I do anything, I just eventually quit it. So the fact that I actually, continue doing this for the entire year, that's insane right there. I mean, I guess you gotta know me. Even Misery Black was like, there ain't no way you're gonna do this. This will last like 5 episodes and you'll get tired of it and quit. But here we are, 1 year later, and yeah, this is more of A, I'm revealing the new mask. And B, yeah, I just wanted to throw out a bunch of thank yous. Because literally, and this may sound cliche, but literally there would not really be much of a show if it wasn't for you guys out there. At all. I mean, seriously, nothing at all. So I just want to go through out, I'm going to throw out a bunch of them right here. There's nothing written down, off the cuff, real time, with Bill Maher. No. But yeah, just want to throw some thank yous out there, shout outs, whatnot. And, we'll start, I guess first on your guys' side. I think number one, and he's easily getting, the biggest shout out. This ain't trying to mention anybody else, but this guy literally, every time this dude does a video or a video response or, whatever, he's throwing the name out there. He's just like, watch the Movie Phantom, watch him, 13th Wolfman. I mean, seriously, man, I appreciate that. That is freaking awesome. And, I can't say thank you enough. I mean, seriously, you're, one of our biggest supporters here. You're constantly, participating. And dude, you know your shit. You know your horror movies. And, like, I learn a lot just from watching your videos. Like, I learned shit from when you do my top 3 or whatever. So, I mean, literally, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate it. Ghostface Kid 101's another one. I'm going to throw a shout out his way. I mean, this kid literally, he's definitely like the next wave of like, I mean, this dude's like, he's new school. I mean, right now, this kid, yeah, he, makes great videos. He has his own, that's what I like about this guy more than anything is he has his own personality. He has his own, he goes his own way, and I like that. He doesn't just jump on bandwagons, and he doesn't just, my favorite movie is this because everybody else says, no, I mean, the kid has his own mind, his own, thing, and I like that. I dig that about him. Actually, I think even before I started watching his videos, we were just friends on Facebook. He just became a Facebook friend, a Phantom friend, if you will, and no, we just became really good friends there, and then I started watching his videos, and, he makes he makes his own mask, and he makes his own, figurines, which I thought was brilliant. Like, I was like, holy shit, like, I never thought, you could do that, and this dude's doing it. So, yeah. Lane, another guy, met on Facebook, and saw his videos and everything. It's another kid who, knows his horror movies, and really, gets into it, and, throwing a shout out his way. Horse Show 3000, another guy who just constantly, he's always throwing, whenever he watches it, he throws support out there, whatever. I'm a big fan. And that's the only thing I want to throw out there real quick is, just so you guys know, because this is, you guys know me by now, I do kind of jump around a lot. Like Quentin Tarantino says in 4 Rooms, they're like, you get to the point, he's like, I like going around the world, and then come back around with my point. That's the way I do my videos. I always, like I said, I always try to watch everybody's stuff. I mean, you see, like, on my channel, it has, like, the channels he watches, and that's not just like I don't just throw those on there just like, hey, like who I like, like me because I like these guys. No, I literally, like, these are channels I actually watch. Now I may not comment on everything because that's one thing, like, don't get me wrong, I mean, I love people comment and everything like that, but like the one comments like I always hate to get is just the like I agree with you comments. Like I mentioned this before, like when I'm just like, Jaws is a good movie, and then you get the comment like, yes, I agree with Jaws too. I can't respond back to that. Like I'm glad you, I'm glad you respond and hit me up with the, Jaws is good too. But I'm like, if you like really, everybody's sitting here and I'm like, Jaws is a good movie, and the guy next to me is like, it is a good movie. I'm like, yes, it is. It's just that weird kind of. So I don't ever just throw out those random comments. I only comment like whenever like I'm like, well, this is something I got gotta say. But so if you don't think I'm, if I'm just because I'm not commenting, it doesn't mean I'm not liking, and it doesn't mean that I'm not watching. Trust me, I am definitely checking out your guys' stuff. Love every bit of it. So yeah, just rolling down on the list. Drunken Steve, another one that just does, really good videos. Love his reviews. Didn't agree with his reviews on Resident Evil Retribution, he did something else I didn't agree with. But dude's just funny as hell to watch. I mean, like I said, agree or not, he's definitely entertaining. I definitely enjoy his movies. I would definitely enjoy his videos every chance they come on. Another one like that is the Myers fan. Yes, that's another guy that I became friends with. Actually, became friends with him first on Facebook, and then started watching his videos. And he's very opinionated. Like this guy, and once again, I rarely agree with the guy, but I don't know, he's just entertaining to watch. And I mean, I get along with him, normally. So that's another guy I really throw a shout out his way. Just won a contest, and I'm not just throwing a shout out because I won the contest recently, but he's on my featured channels or whatever. Ryan 1988. Always enjoyed his videos and everything, and just another guy. And I mean, I don't know if he even knew who I was before I won the contest or not. But like I said, I've been a big fan for a while, so throwing it out there. The Joker. This guy, he just kind of dropped off the grid, and I hope you're doing okay. If you're watching this, hit me up. He was actually became like my first, I guess you can say friend, for first YouTube, friend I had. He started, really kind of, the first one kind of supported me and everything else, checked out, everything. And, I mean, just an awesome dude from like Ireland. And, but he just kind of drifted away. Like he made like one final, like, goodbye everybody, I'm leaving. And then he closed Facebook and YouTube and everything else and packed up. So Joker, buddy, if you're out there, anybody who's personal friends with Joker, hey, let him know. He's missed. He's well missed. My Bloody Sanitarium, another guy. Dude, I love his accent. I think he's British or Irish, and I don't want to seem like an ignorant American because I don't know my accents, but it's something like that. But I can listen to that dude talk nonstop. I can literally just and that's what his videos are mostly. It's just like it's him with the camera, and he's got like the DVDs in front. And he like talks, but dude, it's just his voice. I love it. So that's what hooked me on first. Like I forget how I stumbled across the channel, but anyway, I came hooked. I'm like, dude, this guy's awesome. Definitely dig his stuff. Moving right along. Brian Mendoza, another one that he's constantly throwing support out there. I appreciate that. House of Carl, 1985. Yes, I snubbed him not too long ago. Didn't mean to, unintentional snub. But he's put He got back in the top 3, and I'll be getting him on the next show. So, yes. I probably should have wrote these down, actually. I'm trying to do it off the cuff, and now I'm just drawing blanks. I hope if I'm offending you, please, sorry. Believe me, you guys are definitely in here. Zuma 126, another one, yes. Dude, that was the guy, because when I started making these videos, I started doing this whole thing right here. Like, I always kind of underestimate myself anyways. That's just what I do, So that's why I'm always making the jokes like, oh, only 4 people are watching or whatever like that. But when, this guy came up to me, or, not came up to me, but, hit me up with a message saying, would you please, would you review, one of my movies? Dude, I was honestly, I was touched. I was like, oh my God. Like, who else is going to, watch it, who else would really want, the fat guy on the couch reviewing their movies? Nobody, because I pretty much hate everything anyways. And this dude just here, I want you to review it. I mean, that means a lot to me. Whether if he was just going through the YouTube channels and picking random ones out or whatever, it still means a lot to me. And I was honored and did not only review 1, but 2 of his movies. And then he even threw a short film my way. He's like, please, just tell me what you think about this one. You don't even have to review it on the show. Just tell me what you think. So that means a lot to me. And shout out goes to his kid too, Zuma Jr., which we had the honor of inducting him as an honorary member of the Corn Children. So definitely. And once again, that means a lot to me too. Right when he said he really likes the Corn Children, I'm like boom. I mean that's just that makes me feel good. It just makes me feel. I mean that's what makes me keep wanting to do these videos. Just because I'm interacting with everybody out there. Everybody's it's the fucking YouTube community coming together. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Okay, sorry, I'm going to keep rolling right through here. WTS Guy Dark, another guy who's constantly, almost every week, dude's throwing up different top 3s and everything, commenting, and I appreciate that. Owen Neal's another one. Actually won a contest of his a long time ago when I first, started breaking into this thing. Since then, he's become a regular, and I think talked to him on Facebook as well. I mean, a lot of people I've been talking to, 13th Wolfman, Lane, Ghostface Kid. I mean, a lot of these guys I've actually talked to outside the YouTube circle. We talk on Facebook and everything. Speaking of Facebook, there's several groups over there. Alejandro did his group. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. It's the first group I joined. Horror Freaks United. Shit, I'm on the channel even. I blanked on the name momentarily. First group that, and thing was, I know this ain't like me bragging or anything like that. I know there's like a trillion of these groups out there, and most people just kind of join or ask to join, whatever. But like I was asked to actually join these groups. Every one of these groups like came to me like, would you join our group? And once again, it's probably just going through the list, going, let's grab these 50 people and throw them on there. But to me, I'm like, hey, that means a lot. That actually means a lot to me, and I gotta say thank you. And I met a lot of people through the Horror Freaks United. A lot of awesome people. Cassandra Love's another one that I met through there. She's really awesome. Yeah, a few other ones. I'm really blanking on this one. Definitely should have wrote this shit down. But anyways, yes. Myers fan invited me to Horror in Haddonfield, and then there was another one, Horror Fans and something else. I'm sorry. It's one of those groups that I'm in like 3 of those. I'm in Random Acts of Violence, the Made Men, Broskies, the Champs. That's Caleb Little. He hooked me up with a lot of those groups right there. Thank you. Big shout out to him as well. Yes, Dustin. I'm gonna butcher your last name. I know I am, buddy. Dustin Keckler. Yeah. He's the one that invited me, to some of these groups too, and talk to him, off and on. Michael Spencer just won one of his contests, which I can't wait, get my package. Big shout out to him as well. Man, I know I'm gonna be dropping a lot of people here right now. I guess it's more than just 4, huh? But yes, no, guys. Once again, if I forget, if I left your name off of this list right here, don't take it personally. I'm just horrible when it comes to remembering shit. If you guys see my show, you guys know already I forget shit left and right. Anyways, that's a regular thing. 13th Wolfman will hit me up at least like once a week. He's like, "Why didn't you mention this?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, I was gonna mention that. I just totally forgot." So yeah, I'm just really horrible at memory. But those guys there, thank you very much. Rock on. Boom. I mean, it means a lot to me. And here's for another year. Let's keep going for another year. Moving on, a couple other people want to throw out. I really think they know who I am. Huge fans of them. Jessica Hicks, another one. She does really awesome reviews. She just has a quirky personality, and she just did a review recently for, which everybody's doing a review right now. I mean, it's kind of the in thing. Texas Chainsaw, which did suck balls, but dude, she gave a really funny fucking review for it. And it was like I clicked on it was like a half-hour, 40-minute review, which I know I'm one to top because I do like 40-minute, half-hour, 40 minutes to an hour videos anyways. But I'm like, oh wow, really? You're gonna do a whole review? And it's gonna take an entire hour for one review? No, it was worth it. It was fucking hilarious. Good stuff. I shared that shit big time. Another one is really the guy that kind of inspired me to do this. All those shout outs I just gave out, this is the one guy though who, before I was even doing before the fan became the Phantom, I was just kind of, doing what everybody else does, is on YouTube, checking anything out. I came across 8 the Chosen One, and dude, I mean, he just has so much energy, and and once again, none of those guys, I don't really agree with everything he says, but I'm entertained by it. I just love the fact that he's so opinionated. He doesn't care. Like, he's just like, this is my opinion. And he doesn't he doesn't get shitty about it. It's just his thing. And I love that. Like, it's just the energy, the vibe there. He throws it out there. And I mean, I definitely dig it. So, I mean, it's one of those guys that I'm watching. I'm like, man. Because, I mean, when you think of, I don't know. Like, the YouTube shows I was checking out, they all have, like, ridiculous intros and videos and whatnot. And, yeah, and that's cool, I'm okay with that. But I'm like, that's not me. But then here came this guy who was just, and of course now I know there's a lot of people who's more like this, where it's just like, you hit the camera and go. But that's what he was. He was like the first guy I saw who was just kind of like, boom, here we are. And I'm like, holy shit, I could do that. And now I'm doing it, So, 8 Chosen One, definitely, everybody knows who that guy is. And yeah, dude's awesome right there. Mr. Park is another one. He's also on the little list of people I watch all the time, and that dude, I mean, he's got a ridiculous collection. The dude, he knows his shit. And he's another guy who just has this really awesome energy to him. I mean, he just constantly, I don't know, always in a good mood, just fucking goes for it. I like it. I'm a big fan. I haven't seen him in a while. OD666666. Big fan of his. I mean, I haven't seen much of his videos in a while, but yeah. Really dug, his stuff. He definitely had his own vibe going. I like that. And I feel like I'm leaving someone else out. I know I am. Oh, the horror movie review guy, and this dude makes like legit looking video. This guy should have a job making like documentaries and shit. Cause this guy literally, he does like really excellent fucking. He does good reviews, and he started doing those mashups. Which I ain't gonna lie, I completely stole the idea from him and did the horror or summer movie villain horror. The fucking tournament I did back in like July or June or some shit. I stole that from him. I was just like, that's fucking awesome. And he just doing these little mashups, and he like broke it down like. He analyzed it and everything. Dude, I mean, it was awesome, man. So, big fan of his. Planet Beer Wagon is another guy. I don't know what the hell his real name is. I'm bad about real names. I kind of I like the personas. I like the persona. Like, movie fan. I'm like, who cares what my real name is? It's the movie fan. And so that's why I'm saying all these people's fake names. But, he's another one that, like, I really just kind of dug his, he's not a horror guy at all. I mean, he just does everything, and I just really dug that. And that's another guy who he has a little more to it than just the press and go, but really awesome. Wet Movie 1, that's another one. That dude, just awesome. Another guy that I don't always agree with his taste in movies, but just really entertaining to watch anyways. His out and abouts are really great. So I can go on and on about the videos or the channels I like to watch, but no, I mean, everybody out there, I'm like the Quentin Tarantino where I just kind of sampled what I liked from each of you guys. I mean, you guys have inspired me to do, this, that. Not just you guys, also the others as well, the ones I mentioned before. I've been, you guys all inspire me. I mean, as I said, it's the circle here, and I fucking love that. So, yes, thank you guys. Another, massive shout out to all you guys, and a big thank you as well. And then, of course, let's hit the home front, There's a lot of people back on this side of the camera that I got, throw some things out there, too. Of course, my brother Lynch, he helped me on the very first episode, and then he hasn't fucking come back at all. But you know what? I definitely appreciate his help then. And he's always throwing suggestions out there and things I should do, stuff like that. And of course, he's my brother, so you gotta throw a shout out there. So family first, boom. My buddy El Blanto, he came by, helped out the summer horror movie tournament thing. Pretty bad as my own tournament. I can't remember the actual title. I heard it was a really clunky title anyways, and I just couldn't quite get the sound right of it. Anyways, a good friend of mine, and really, glad he's on here. Open Grave, they let us have like a little interview with him. I thought that was kind of neat, because once again, I know it's a horror movie thing I do, but I thought it was kind of neat to kind of like, go to their concert and fucking just hang out with them in my gear. So, and of course, right now they're kind of going through a band formation lineup alteration right now, but I hope they get back, on their feet and, continue. Of course, their band manager, Ian Hill, same thing. Thank you. You've helped out, here a lot. Also, another Phantom Facebook friend, Phantom friend. So, yes, Ian. Alicia, the super fan. I dropped her off earlier. She was actually became a friend on Facebook, and she was actually one of our early ones too. Like her and the Joker were both like my first two viewers that actually, participated in all this other stuff. So big shout out to her as well, Of course, moving right along here, Robert Cheney and Pumpkin Face. Guys, definitely appreciate it. Always gave me a location to shoot at. We didn't get to shoot there this month, but we've been doing like a monthly, show there from the Chicken House. Big shout out to you guys. I, definitely appreciate that. Of course, the Horror Hack, she's on the show once. We did a Friday 13th. No, we did Nightmare on Elm Street countdown or ranking. Good friend of mine. Thank you very much for being on the show. Definitely appreciate that. Let's face it, Corn Children. Creepy as they are, dude, they definitely add a different style there. I mean, I think initially people were kind of like, what are they really adding to the show? Like, they don't really, but I don't know. It just, I like having them around. I mean, I just feel like, and if I can educate a child in the ways of horror movies, I'll do it. And I'm slowly fucking pounding it into their head, watch this movie right here. But no, I mean, they have fun doing it. I have fun having them here. So, I definitely, Bill Lake, Lady Gaga, Darren Randy, Natalie Myers, Demon was there for a little bit. There's a couple other ones that kind of, during the Halloween party, just kind of came in now. Thank you guys. Appreciate, all your help. Of course, my uncle, which you don't see him on the show, but he's helped me out a lot, behind the scenes. All the pictures I did on Facebook, Crucifixion, I had the Passion of the Phantom. I was fucking crucified, one of my favorites. and among other things. In fact, I got a picture coming up actually, which because I'm filming this now, but I got a lot of other videos I'm uploading before, so like it'll be a while first it even hits the air. Even though you guys are watching right now. Anyways, I got a picture on there with the old mask in front of the tombstone, and he helped me build he made the tombstone, all that stuff. So big shout to that guy. Thank you to Unks, and of course, my girlfriend Maya. Wasn't because of the show we met, but the Phantom. I was in my Phantom stage, and I met her, and definitely boom, we're really connected. And I guess I'll say any girl who's gonna put up with me wearing a mask, making shows, and just run my fat ass mouth on the couch, and you can't ask for a better girlfriend. You really can. I mean, so Maya, if you're listening, baby, thank you. And of course, I think the biggest shout out, without a doubt, will go to Misery Black. I mean, she went from being like she wanted to be on the show, kind of hang out, whatever, but she went to from that to a sidekick, and then from sidekick to fucking co-host. I mean, it's not even a question about I don't consider her a sidekick or tag on. No, I mean she's literally like equal partners with me on this couch. I mean that's her spot right there, like that's her fucking spot right there. So Misery, big shout to you as well. So I can keep drawing on and on, but I think we get the point home. So guys, thank you for an awesome first year. I promise to keep doing what I'm doing, and of course, as always, if you don't like what I'm doing, fucking drop me a line, let me know. That's another thing too. I mean, I remember about midway back, I was planning on maybe altering it and changing it up, changing formats, and I did it for like 1 week, and a lot of people came back and said, no, we don't like the new one. Do your thing, which I really liked. I realized if I actually crunch it down, if I just shortened the entire show and just did fucking 5-minute videos, I probably would get a lot more views, but I like doing the long videos. I like having like an actual show as opposed to just like little nuggets, and I'm lucky enough to find a small group of people who do like watching that. I mean that means a lot to me right there, and I don't mind having the small cult following. I like that. I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. I'm not bitter about that at all. I do love that. So I've met a lot of people this past year, interacted with a lot of people, and I mean everything's going good. So but as the show goes on, so we're gonna keep going. New mask and everything. Fucking Phantoms, he's gonna keep going. So boom, here we go. Yeah. Think make sure I didn't leave anything out like I did. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Phantom's out. So boom. I'll be catching you guys later.